Let's be honest. People don't just start cheating. It gets worse over time, like a roof leak. Before the whole ceiling falls, you don't even notice it. But no one tells you this. When a woman cheats, she always leaves clues. It's never quiet, never clean, and the base is always cracked. What's wrong? Many guys don't care about those cracks. They believe she's only busy. She's just worn out. She just wants some space. But there's a man who knows something is wrong behind that excuse. He's just not ready to say it out loud yet. If you've ever had that feeling that something is wrong, that gut punch, this is for you. Because a woman always leaves mud tracks when she cheats. So far, we've kept track of all of them. Let's start. Put down one. She acts like her attention hasn't changed when it has. You can feel it without having a PhD in psychology. The mood changes. She's warm, interested, and invested one day. The next, it feels like you're talking to a stranger whose face is hers. She will no longer ask about your day. She doesn't laugh at your stories anymore. She forgets things she used to remember, even when she doesn't mean to. And if you bring it up, she'll tell you that you're thinking too much. I've just been worn out. You're not feeling safe. But let me tell you the truth, brother. Women don't just pull away. When their emotions move to something else, they pull away. Whether it's another guy, a dream, or just a chance to get away. No longer is the attention on you. That's the first real crack. That's not all, though. Signed by, she starts to hide little things. It's not just in the bedroom that people cheat. It starts with nothing. She used to talk about her coworkers with you. She won't say why she's had a long day. Her phone was always on the counter. It's now lying on its back or stuck to her hand like it used to hold state secrets that she used to post. You say that you brag about yourself. On the web, it looks like she's now single. If you ask again, you're the one who is jealous, demanding, and harmful. What is really going on? She's separating things. She has two different paths in her life. She has two sides to herself. The one who is with you and the one who is moving away. A woman who cheats is like a magician. She can distract with one hand and trick with the other. And if you think you're crazy, it's because she knows how to emotionally gaslight you. But you always know it deep down. Third sign, the closeness goes away or changes. What goes on in the bedroom is one of the biggest red flags. Or doesn't. She could become cold, bored, and far away all of a sudden. As if touching you is hard or quick. She is interested too much. New moves and a new vibe. A hunger that wasn't there before. Now for the twist. They are both signs. Because women don't just share their bodies when they cheat. She is changing how she values closeness. It either runs out of money when you leave or is inflated as cover. For her, having sex is either a job, a show, or a way to get rid of her guilt. But these days it's not real very often. That's something you'll feel after the act, not during it. The empty space. It looks like she's already gone. What it feels like to kiss someone through a wall of glass. That's not love. That's the mark of betrayal left behind. This means that she picks fights that don't make sense. Did you ever notice that fights start out of nowhere? While you were driving, you forgot to answer a text. She's now acting like you betrayed the country. Something was in the sink that you forgot to take out. You never pay attention now, and she doesn't feel seen. Brother, it's not about the dish. That's what mental displacement means. And it's one of the best ways to tell if someone is feeling confused inside. It's not about you that she's mad. It has to do with guilt. She's trying to hide. See, when a woman cheats, she often starts fights to keep the men from getting close. Why? Because shame makes you feel bad. She doesn't like being the bad guy in her own story. She changes the story and makes you look like the bad guy. It's a basic lesson in self-defense. If you act cold, detached, or too much all of a sudden, she has the right to look elsewhere. It's no longer cheating. It's getting by. There is no treason. It's about finding herself. It seems like you're the reason she had to leave. It's gaslighting wrapped up in a false sense of strength. Don't fall for it, though. When someone is almost out the door, you don't fight with them. You pay attention, and you pick peace over chaos. Put up 5. You're no longer in her plans for the future. Little things like this hurt the most. It's quiet and fog-like as it comes in. She talks about trips with you one day. Afterwards, it makes sense. One day, I want to go on a trip. She used to say, when we get a place together, moving has been on my mind. She talks about growing, but she never says with you. She wants her own place and never asks you to help her heal. She thinks about the future. Your name is no longer in the titles, though. She will tell you again that you are reading too much into it if you bring it up. I just need to figure things out. Why are you getting so angry? But there is a truth behind the words that most guys don't see. She's already making plans to leave. She's mentally pulling away before she physically does. That's why your relationship makes you feel like a ghost. That's why she looks right through you. That's why your love seems to be stuck in the air. In her mind, she's already moved on. You're just getting to the memo now. Don't beg, though. Do not negotiate. She wasn't really yours to begin with if she had to lose herself to find herself. Cheating doesn't happen by accident. It's a process. At the touch of another guy, a woman does not cheat. She cheats as soon as she emotionally cuts ties with you and won't get back together. There are always signs. You have to be brave to see them and strong to leave when you do. Because this is the harsh truth. People can cross your lines again if you let them after telling them not to. Stay awake and on the ground. Also, know that a real man will never beg to stay somewhere he feels emotionally moved out of. Thoughts? Clarity. If you know that deep down and are done guessing, overthinking, and questioning your gut. Get it now. To keep our thoughts sharp, not to chase shadows, this is why.